My children, in many dimensions they're as poorly behaved as many other children, but at least on this dimension, I've got my kids brainwashed. You don't use Google, and you don't use an iPod. I have lots of sources of information about what's going on at the company. I think I have a pretty good pulse on where we are and what people are thinking. I want to express my deepest condolences at the passing of Steve Jobs, one of the founders of our industry and a true visionary. My heart goes out to his family, everyone at Apple and everyone who has been touched by his work. Let's face it, the internet was designed for the PC. The internet is not designed for the iPhone. That's why they've got 75,000 applications. They're all trying to make the internet look decent on the iPhone. You get some success. You run into some walls. It's how tenacious you are, how irrepressible, how ultimately optimistic and tenacious you are about it that will determine your success. At Microsoft, we're investing heavily in security because we want customers to be able to trust their computing experiences, so they can realize the full benefits of the interconnected world we live in. I think these things, social networks, are going to have some legs, and yet there's a faddishness, a faddish nature about anything that basically appeals to younger people. The lifeblood of our business is that R&D spend. There's nothing that flows through a pipe or down a wire or anything else. We have to continuously create new innovation that lets people do something they didn't think they could do the day before. Throughout our history, Microsoft has won by making big, bold bets. I believe that now is not the time to scale back the scope of our ambition or the scale of our investment. While our opportunities are greater than ever, we also face new competitors, faster-moving markets, and new customer demands. Any idea that turns out to be truly great can be harvested for tens of years. On the other hand, if you want to continue to be great, you've got to bet on new things, big, bold bets. I'm very, very bullish about our prospects, and as I tell our board, as I tell our employees, this is the time to invest. There's so much opportunity. Let's just invest in that opportunity, and really get after it. You can have an Apple and a phone business, or a RIM, and they can do very well, but when 1.3 billion phones a year are all smart, the software that's gonna be most popular in those phones is gonna be software that's sold by somebody who doesn't make their own phones. I come back to the same thing, we've got the greatest pipeline in the company's history in the next 12 months, and we've had the most amazing financial results possible over the last 5 years. And we're predicting being back at double-digit revenue growth in fiscal year 06. Ascent's technology is a tool of sort of individual choice, individual creativity, individual empowerment, individual access. My kids will never understand that it used to be kind of hard to access and find things and know what the world knows and see what the world sees. Yet it becomes easier and easier every day. Yet it becomes easier and easier. Look at the product pipeline, look at the fantastic financial results we've had for the last 5 years. You only get that kind of performance on the innovation side, on this financial side, if you're really listening and reacting to the best ideas of the people we have.